Hi everyone, again at the Chiefs base in Hamilton. This module is about high ball work and specifically receiving the high ball. Reflects a current trend in the game where a lot of teams are kicking the ball high and trying to contest it. So to diffuse that and be able to win the ball back from that phase, we're going to look at some simple techniques, and it doesn't matter whether you're coaching little kids or whether you're coaching at the top level, just some simple techniques that are generic and will help your team win those contests in the air when the high ball is kicked to you. Okay boys, so we're just going to look at some activities that we can progress through so that we can take a high ball, a high kick in the game with pressure on us. So first activity, we're just going to get into pairs, or you can get into threes if you like. So Bryn, if you come out here as an example. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at just staying on the ground for the start and getting some key components right. So first part of catching a high ball is you want to see the ball, if you can, as early as you can coming off the guy's foot. So that'll give you a real good opportunity to get your timing right if you're going to come through the ball. Now if you pick it up late and you get caught underneath it, you're never going to win that contest. So we need to get our timing right so we can come through the ball when it's in the air. Okay, so in this drill, all we're going to do, you're going to get into pairs and you're just going to toss the ball with a bit of a backflip on it. So I want you to see the ball as soon as you can and see the rotations. And when you're receiving the ball, I want you to get your hands high like a rifle sight. So I want you to be able to see the ball and your hands above eye level and catch the ball as soon as you can. Okay, as early as you can at eye line level, and then bring it in like a bucket or like a basket into your chest. Okay, so what it'll look like is toss like that, hands nice and high like Bryn had there. It's like a gun sight, and then cradled into the chest. Okay, so get into pairs and we'll just work on that. Nice, Steve. Just get a good backspin on it so you can see that. But this is not a kick-off take, Cam, this is just a general high ball take. So I want you to, yeah, that's right, I want you to bring it down to the chest. What I'd like you to do now, as you're catching it, I'd like you to just read the label on the ball as you catch it. So keep your eye on the ball and just read rhino or vortex if that's the first thing you see. Okay, and just call it out so that you're rhino, upside down. Okay, just to check that you're looking at the ball.
Rhino. Vortex. Rhino. Rhino. Top 5. Top 5.
Part of seeing the rotation of the ball as early as you can is to get your timing. So if we're going to win that contest in the air, you've got to get through the ball. Okay, if you get underneath it too early and you're just going straight up, you're going to lose that collision in the air. So we want to be the ones going through the ball, and the other team hopefully will pull out of the contest. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is one partner at a time. Just pretend that that's where the ball's going to be, about where your partner is. I just want you to come in on about a 45-degree angle, sort of a bit like a J line, you know, like a J would be. Come in on that sort of line there, so that you're getting a really good side of the ball. You're coming in slightly on an angle, so the hard parts of your body are going to be exposed in that collision, if there is a collision. And remember, the ref's going to look after you because you're in the air, so they can't take you out. You're in a safe position. Okay, but to enhance that, we want to get those hard parts of the body exposed to the opposition. And I just want your leading knee to be up nice and high, so that you're nice protected with some hard parts. Okay, so what it'll look like is this, coming in here, one-footed takeoff, knee up, and just stay nice and direct in the way you're facing. Okay, so nice still body and head as you go through that motion. Let's have a look from this side. Remember, I want you facing the way you go up. So we don't need to turn. I don't want you turning anything in the air. We want to stay as nice and still as we can through the air. We're already on a bit of an angle to protect ourselves and to get a good side of the ball. Okay, so we don't need to turn around. We want to keep everything nice and still. Okay. Good. Okay, it's great, guys. So we're looking at a one-legged takeoff, like that. It's going to be high and dynamic and through the ball. Okay. This time we'll just use this partner here, tossing the ball. So I want to bring the two elements together. So I want you to watch the rotation of the ball, get your timing right. So if you toss it to about here, get your timing right, and I want you to come through it, catch the ball with your hands nice and high. Hands nice and high, meet it early, protective leg up, 45-degree angle, and go through the ball. No opposition, just the ball and you. Good, Steve. As Cam tosses it, I want you to just wait until you see the ball leave his hand. So that, look at the rotations, keep your eye on it, and that'll give you your timing to come through the ball, rather than getting underneath it too early or being too far away. Okay, so he's not into it too early. That's pretty good. Nice. Okay, boys, just have a look here. So what if the ball, so Mungo's starting there, what if the ball's tossed and it's coming right down on him there? So what can he do to make sure he's still coming through the ball? Yeah. Okay, so we'll have a couple of goes at that. So make sure you're getting back and then come through it. Okay, just like we've been doing. So try a couple of bigger tosses. Beautiful, Steve. Good, Brent. Nice, that's good, you guys. Right, let's put the balls down. So now we'll just have a look at our timing on a bag. So all I want you to do, no ball at this point. I just want you to come through, get your knee up and try and kick the bag away, or kick the bag carrier away. So we'll go 45 degrees again. You're coming in, you're getting up here, and you're just kicking them away like that. Okay, and stay nice and still, head nice and still, nice and straight, because that's going to be really important once we bring the ball in. That we're nice and still, eye on the ball, reading the label, hands above the head, and meeting the ball above eye line. Okay, they're all key components. So let's have a look at that without the ball. So don't be scared to come through them, that's what the pad's for. So you should, Steve should end up going backwards. Good, Jesse, just stay nice. So you're just trying to turn a wee bit at the end. Stay pointing in that direction. That's beautiful. That's beautiful technique. Okay, can you just show again, Sully? So we'll do a bit of peer coaching here. So just have a look at this, Cam. Okay, nice and early. So you hold it, Sully. Good, Dion. Don't be scared to kick them back. Okay, so you don't want to end up sort of putting yourself off balance. You want to be really compact and through them. That's brilliant. Run. Nice. What I like there is the way you're not ending up off balance. So everything's coming through milk, yeah. Who's the participant in this? Who's the guy that's participating in the skill here? So what's the bag holder? Feedback. Yeah, so I want you to be the coaches here. So give them some feedback about whether they're coming through you or not, whether they're high enough, whether they're stable enough, whether they're facing the right direction, okay? So you guys be the coaches. Let's go into threes, boys. So turn the twos into threes, one bag per three. So we'll come onto this end group here. So we have Isaac. You be the ball tosser. So we'll put ball tosser behind the bag. Okay, so your role is to try and get the ball to drop on top of Bryn's head. Okay, and so Isaac, you're going to come through. So we want a pretty good high toss. Okay, you're going to come through, catch the ball and go through the pad. We want to bring all those techniques that we've done so far into the skill. So bring what you've just done, all those little bits, put them together now in the skill. Let's have a look at that. Beautiful. That's a good demo. Off you go, boys. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice and still too. See, beautiful. Good Brent. Okay, just try and come through it a bit more. So don't worry about, don't try and miss him. Come through him. He's a big strong boy. It's outstanding. Dion, feel that kick out? Just give them some feedback. So coaches, what we're looking for here, so we've done a progressive skill build up here, and now we're doing the whole skill, albeit without a lot of pressure. But what I want them to do is bring all the little techniques that we've worked on and bring them into the skill. So you've seen some really good examples here on this first pad where they've been nice and direct on that 45 degrees angle. They're getting all the hard parts of the body towards the opposition in case there is a contest in the air. Head's got to be nice and still. The tendency for a lot of players, you'll find all sorts of young players will try and turn as they're catching the ball because they think it's more likely to spill back towards their own team. They're more likely to spill it when they make those movements. So we want to be, it's like hitting a tennis ball, we want to be head nice and still, read the label on the ball, see the ball and the hand above eye level and meet it early. Nice hard parts exposed to opposition and keep on that line. So you're just turning and putting your arse into him. So under pressure you're probably going to drop that ball. Yep. So what I want your head nice and still, so you'll be pointing towards Kent's vehicle over there, so stay on that line. Right, now we've got a challenge for you boys. How confident are you at applying those skills in the game? Because it's a wee bit different practicing unopposed to taking it under a bit of pressure, isn't it? So let's see how we go. So we're going to use Owen with the turtle on his back. I'm going to kick, he's going to move to where the ball is. I want you to do exactly what you've been doing there, okay, exactly the same way against a field kick with an opposition in front of you. Okay, so what are the key things that you're going to look to do? What's the very first thing you're going to look to do?
Sight the ball. Sight
the ball. So see if you can sight it off my foot and watch it rotate. That'll really help your timing. What else?
You want to be strong through the air.
Yeah, so we want to be really strong through the air, boys. So effectively you want the opposition to pull out of that contest and wait for you to land. Okay, and they've got to leave you alone in the air. So to do that, you've got to be nice and strong coming forward through the ball. So if you get underneath it too early, you're going to lose that contest. Okay, so you want to come through the ball aggressively, nice and direct. What else? What I want to see from your hands and your eyes. Yeah. So I want your hands meeting the ball above your eye line. If your hands are down here and the ball's coming down there, you're most likely to drop it because it's hard to track it. Okay, so it's like a rifle, you've got your eyes on it and you're meeting it high. Okay, head nice and still, facing the direction that you're facing. Don't try and turn. A lot of players turn because of why.
If they drop it, it goes back.
Yeah, so if they drop it backwards. We're not going to drop it, so we're going to be really effective at taking it through that contest. Okay, so you go along behind Ori. There's a bit of wind here, so the kicking will be a bit rough. Good, excellent. Okay, boys, just as the yardstick, I want to see your hands above the edge of the pad. Okay. Too early into it. Who's seen it come off my foot? So just give yourself a bit of time. Who's coming through? Big fella. So what do you reckon, boys? So what are you going to do to get your timing? Watch the ball. If you've got under it too early, yeah, just hang back a wee bit. Make sure you're coming through it. Okay? So you're underneath it too early, Malcolm. Give yourself a bit of time. Beautiful. Well done, Isaac. Good, nice kick out. Down your head, exactly the right idea by stopping. Just need to wait a wee bit longer and then come through. Good take. Beautiful. Just thought I'd test you. Okay, brilliant. So if we just look at that last kick, and probably some of Isaac's, what were some key factors about that? What were some things that he did really well?
Timing.
So it's timing. So what did he do in his run up?
He didn't sprint up or go too slowly, he just...
Okay, so he timed his run, he did the J line, so he got in a really good line, nice and safe. What else?
Eyes on the ball.
Eyes were on the ball. Yeah, and I could see the hands well above the pad, so that pretty much summed up what we were trying to do in the session. So good work, boys.